Hey guys, it's Wicked here. I recently came across a video on TikTok that got me thinking. It was one of those videos to the audio of, you can kiss any girl in the world feet, who would it be? And it said, you can hate on any art style freely, what would it be? And then said, AI art. Then when it said, that don't count, you do that anyway, they said corporate Memphis, which are both valid arguments to make. AI is soulless. It's machine generated, and there's no real emotion. It's not made by a human whose feelings are built into the work. It's nonsense. And used by people who are too lazy to pick up a pencil and learn. Corporate Memphis is what a lot of big corporate companies use in advertisements. It's been used by companies so much that it's kind of lost its emotion. It feels lifeless. Then again, it's still better than AI art, because usually it's humans who make these. As long as it's a human making the art, I think it can rightfully be considered art. A problem came, however, when I opened the comments. There were people listing out art styles that they also dislike, which is fine. You're allowed to have opinions, so long as you aren't hunting people with those art styles down to send them hate. However, a lot of people would put the word art in quotations, like they didn't actually consider it art themselves. It genuinely made me pause. I understand not liking an art style, but outwardly making fun of people and saying it isn't art just because you don't like it it's definitely a choice. I feel like people don't understand that just because you don't like something doesn't mean you have to make fun of people who do like it. It's such a problem in the art community, especially TikTok. Artists are supposed to support each other and lift each other up. In the end, we all have the same hobby. We all enjoy creating. There's no need to be mean to your fellow artists because you don't care for their art style. Now, I understand it's the internet. Hate is going to happen. That's how the world works. But it feels like people have gotten far too comfortable being hateful online. Artists get bullied off the internet for being beginners or having stylistic choices that people don't like. This shouldn't be happening. I know art style hate is nowhere near a new thing. I remember when people would get hate for having the cow art style or the Tumblr art style. Really, any art style that gains traction online is bound to have a bandwagon of people ready to hate on it just because it's popular. Nowadays, it's the jelly art style, the Viv Z pop art style, which, by the way, you're allowed to dislike someone as a person, but don't go around insulting their art style because then innocent people with a similar art style begin to feel bad about their own art. Everyone deserves a chance to have their art loved and appreciated. Now, you may be asking, how does this affect me? Well, if artists continue to get bullied off the internet, soon will there be any left? How can there be a community if we're at each other's throats all the time? All that I ask of you, dear viewer, is that you are kind to your fellow artists, or really, anyone in general. If you see them come across your For You page or your YouTube recommended on YouTube, just leave a like, tell them they're doing a good job. Doesn't cost anything to be kind to one another. If we all showed each other a little more love, the community would be so much more comfortable. As long as your artists aren't hurt, as long as your fellow artists aren't hurting anyone, they're still your community, and we should be able to bond over our shared hobby and love for creating. As always, if you liked the video, make sure to leave a like, and if you like me as a person, go ahead and subscribe. You can always unsubscribe if you decide you actually don't like me. Goodbye.